Hey there everyone, welcome back to the Indus YouTube channel. In this video we're going to discuss about market profile day types. Especially this video is divided into two parts. In the first part we're going to discuss about initial balance and how to differentiate initial balance, and thereafter in the second part of this video we're going to discuss about types of days in market profile. And if you have randomly jumped to this video, then this is not a random video. So this is the one of the videos of basics of market profile playlist, and if you have not yet checked this playlist, I highly recommend you to do so. So let's start with types of initial balance. If you see, we can see three different types of initial balance here. If you just keep initial balance concept aside, let's assume these three are objects. Let's say this is larger drum, medium and small. Now you answer me, which one will be easier to disturb, or just I want to push them. So push and I want to just make it fall. So which will be the easier one? So the answer is small is easier compared to medium, and larger is tougher one compared to medium and small. Do you agree with me? So hope you understood initial balance concept. So first, if you don't know about initial balance, in the previous videos we have discussed, but initial balance is nothing but the first 1 hour's range, that is called as initial balance. Okay, so if you want to know in detail, you can just refer previous videos, and in this video we're going to talk about how to differentiate IB. There is no thumb rule for this. The first thing is, there is no thumb rule to differentiate large IB, medium IB or small IB. Then how can we do that? We have two methods. The first method is obviously while you are practicing and you keep continuous efforts to practice, then it obviously you can differentiate large IB, medium IB and small IB. But I hope the one who are watching these videos are learning market profile. So how to do that? That's why we have come with this two methods. The first one is for the experts and the second one is for the beginners and intermediate. So now let's see that. For this very simple rule, I have selected ATR. Okay, average true range indicator you need to use for that. So how to use that? We will see first that, and then we will see what is this calculation. Are you okay? So let's jump into some trading platform. So yes guys, I have opened my trading platform. Yes, you can do the same thing in the quant hour as well. Okay, just I will show you quant hour charts, and simply you click on the chart and you can do from here as well. So okay, let me show you here for the better understanding. Just you need to switch to daily time frame. After that you come to indicator section, and most of the brokerages and most of the trading platform will have this indicator. Okay, so just simply click on it, and if you just click on it, then if I talk about the settings, you need to just input 14, which is default value, and just you need to increase the line width if you want, and everything rest is the default setting. So once you switch to daily time frame, and I hope you all know about ATR indicator, that's the reason I'm directly illustrating. This is one indicator which is helps to calculate the volatility, and if you want me to make a dedicated video on this, then let me know in the comment section. And if I just place my cursor on this candle, you can see the value will be shown here. So if I just place my cursor on this candle, the value is 654. Okay, so this is how you need to calculate ATR value. Yes guys, hope you understood how to see the ATR value, right? So let's say in our example 645 is the ATR value, right? So usually we have three different types of IBs. One is small, medium and large. So for this I will divide by 3. Okay, 645 divided by 3, the value is 215. So which means 215 to below. If the IB is between 0 to 215, then I consider that as small IB. Okay, now 215 215 to 430. So how did I got this value 430? Again 215 plus 215, you can do like this. Okay, so in between 215 to 430 I will consider it as medium IB, and from 430 to above, 430 to almost or 645, okay, till 645 I will consider as large IB. And in other words, if I say this is the, let's assume this is the IB, then I will make it as equal three parts. Okay, if my IB is lying in between this part, I will consider as small, in this part I will consider as medium, and this part I will consider as large. This is perfectly working for me, but you can make small changes if you want, like you add some 10%, like you can add 10% to here and 10% to here, or subtracting 10%, and you can add this sort of buffer, and you can make changes if you want. Okay, because there is no thumb rule, you can make changes if you want, but personally this is something which working for me, so I usually differentiate IB by using this method. Okay, so hope you understood. Let's see this example. Let's say the IB is 600. If you just divide 600 by 3, that is 200. Okay, so if my IB, next day my IB is lying between 200, 0 to 200, then that is small IB. And if it is between 201 to 400, then that is medium IB. If it is between 401 to 600, then that is large here. So now hope you understood this method. If so, let me know in the comment section. And the first thing is, by using this ATR method, find small IB, medium IB and large IB of 2nd May 2024. You need to, first thing you need to find, just like this method, right? We have divided small IB is between these values, medium is in between these values, and large is in between these values. So I want you guys to also make that small IB range, medium IB range and large IB range of date 2/5/2024. And the second question is, like, just pick any other random date and you mention the date as well as ranges in the comment section. I am very excited to see how many of you are commenting below. So now let's continue. Till now we have discussed about IB and how to calculate it. Now from here on we're going to discuss about day types. So broadly we have 5 day types, that are normal day, normal variation day, neutral day, trend day and non-trend day. And some of you might immediately put the question, I have seen some other article, I have read some other books, and I have seen some other creators video. They said we usually have 7 days or 8 days sometime. So yes, but broadly we have 5 days, but no need to worry, we're gonna to cover each and every day. How they are considering this as 8 days, I'm gonna to also show you that. But yes, this 5 days they further divide into different days, that's the reason they get 8 days. But you no need to worry, this is the one video where you get all the answers for that. So let's continue. So yes guys, let's start with the normal day. So let's discuss about first normal day characteristics. Let's say the first is large IB. Okay, now you know how to calculate the IB by using the ATR method, right? If that is a large IB, most of the day's activity is in the initial balance. Okay, the bell curve also develops within the range of the initial balance. There is often a limited range of extension. So let's discuss one after each. Okay, so now let's open our quant tower. Yes guys, I have opened quant tower. So let me explain you this profile from calculating previous days ATR, and how we do that, and all the characteristics of normal day we're going to discuss by taking reference of this profile. And yes guys, if you are feeling the video length is high, instead of skipping the video, I will suggest you to increase the playback speed. If you want, then you can watch this, but don't skip the videos, that will not help you to learn. So now let's see what is the date of this profile, that is 29 of February 2024. So now let's go 29 Feb. this is March, this is 29 Feb, right? So earlier to this is 28 Feb, and if I just write the ATR value, it's almost near to 686. So for 686, that was the calculation. For if you make the 686 calculation, then 0 to 229, this can be a small IB, and 229 to 457 can be medium IB, and from here to 686 and above, that can be a large IB. So this is our calculation according to what we got. Okay, so I hope you know now how to do calculation of this, and if not, just watch the IB part of this video, so you will understand. So now let's go back to our terminal. So now what is IB? You know, this is the purple line just plotted here is the IB. So if I just measure this IB, you can see IB value is almost 591. You can clearly see in this information time, and just below the time we got a price section, and there you can see 591.15. So 591.15 will come under large IB, right? So now let's go back, and this is large IB. And if you just come back to the characteristics, normal days we usually see the large IB. Then most of the days activity is in the initial balance. If you just see, if I just double click, most of the trading activities happened where inside the IB, initial balance, right? Then what is the third characteristics which we discussed in the normal day? The bell curve also develops within the range of initial balance, right? Do you see this bell curve developed within the range of IB, right? There is a often a limit range extension. So see, what is the range extension? Something beyond the IB. Let's say in this case this is the IB, and whatever we got below the IB is the range extension. So did you see any sort of big range extensions here? No, right? So yes, some books, if you refer some books, there will be some theories tells that normal day is also considered sometimes when we see the range extension up to 50%. What is the 50%? Let's say how many TPOs there are in this IB. If you just count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14, right? Let's say even we have 7 TPOs on upside, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, then even in that case this can be considered as a normal day. So hope you are understanding. Some, but usually we don't see half 50% extension in the normal days, but yes, even in that case also that can be considered as normal day only. It's not any other day, it's normal day. But yes, we see many of the cases we get 10% extension, 20% extension on that particular time. You need not to get confused. So now this is the one example. So let's also cover some other examples for the better understanding. So now let's see one more example. Okay, so here if you see, is this a high IB? Almost near to 595, right? Now I am not repeating all the process, but you can just go to the ATR and you calculate it and you back test it. Okay, by keeping a video length into consideration, I am just showing you the characteristics of a normal day. So even you can see this is also a normal day, this is a large IB, and if you see we have very limited extension on top side. And one more thing, whenever you see the closing at the above, okay, in the extension, then we usually see that particular trend is continuing. Even in our previous example which is shown here, you can see the trend is continuing here. But yes, this is not like 100% you blindly go for it. You need to also learn the value areas concept for that. So in further videos we're gonna to also cover that as well. For not to miss that sort of videos, make sure you subscribe to our channel. So now let's also consider some other examples. So this is one more example and a very important example. See, if you see the curve or the particular distribution is within the IB, okay, but initially in the starting of the video when I have shown you day types, I have said particularly we are broadly dividing into 5, but if you see some other content there, we might come to see we have 8 types of days, 9 types of days, right? So they consider P as also one day, okay, P as also one profile, but the fact is this P is also in the normal day. But the very simple example, as I said, when we are seeing the particular balance is forming at the top, or the distribution is forming at the top of this IB, then that is called a P sort of structure. It looks like P, right? But yes, this is also a normal day. Okay, so for better understanding, people started to divide day types, but it's completely okay if you want to consider this as another day type, that is P structure, then the characteristics are same as normal day. Okay, but compared to the bell curve, this shows some trend confirmations, or this shows some strength in the bias. Okay, so you can clearly see this. Okay, so even if you consider this particular day, if you just see the IB is almost near to 550 points, and if you see the extension is somewhere below 50% itself. So this is also a normal day. But what is the difference between this and this distribution is on the upper part of the profile, and this is bell curve equal distribution, right? So that's why we did not see any big momentum here, but if you see, we have seen a momentum here, but it doesn't mean, again I am repeating, it doesn't mean next day we can expect a gap up. So there are also some patterns where you can practice for BTST, that in the further videos we're going to cover that as well. So now let's see. This is very interesting. So now I want you guys to 30/11/2023, 30/11/2023. I want you guys to identify this particular profile. Is this a normal day or not? If yes, why? Okay, so I want you guys to do this work and let me know in the comment section. And if you see, again, this is again some sort of P profile, and yes, this is a normal day. So now let's see one more also we see, that is B day. Okay, you can see this is the structure as B, right? So what is the difference between P and B? In the P we usually see balance formation or distribution is happening at the topper part, okay, topper part of the IB, but in the B we usually see bottom part. Is this a medium IB? 426. So I just need to calculate this. Let me calculate it fast. This is 30/10/2023. So yes guys, I have done quick calculations, and yes, I hope you are able to do this calculation somewhere near to somewhere above 340 to 510, then that is a large IB. So let's see. So it is almost near to 427. Okay, 427 definitely comes under large IB. So this is why the ATR method comes into picture. If you see recent times, the normal IB is somewhere near to 500 plus points, right? So if you just went back to 2023 3110, then it is somewhere ranging between 400 to 500. Okay, and if you just more back, then we might see 300 to 400 between. So that's the reason it's very important, and that's why I just shown you how to calculate it, and I have shown you multiple ways. So I hope you understood, right? large IB, as you see the large IB, then you will consider that as a normal day. So why this IB is formed larger? So it's very simple. The smart money came into market in the early session itself. Okay, once they make their move, thereafter they keep silent, right? In the other video, in the first video, we have discussed about OTF, other time frame buyer and other time frame seller. Very simple examples. So if you see, just after a gap up, we got a price at discount, and smart money started to short, and once they brought to these levels, again at these levels, long term buyers came back and they defended this particular prices. So when we have big player come in the first part of the session, in the opening session itself, that is first 1 hour, if he is showing the direction and forming the bigger IB, most often times we don't see any extension of that IB. That means on that particular day the move is completed, and particular this sort of days helps you for mean reversal strategies, or you can go for option selling. So that is something you can plan according to the day types. If you just see the normal day, then you will not go aggressive on the directional trades, right? At least after watching this video. So yes, so let's also see some other examples. Okay, let's see if we have any examples on recent. This can be one example. Okay, almost the IB is somewhere near to 554 points. You can also consider this. Okay, so we have 3 TPOs outside. Yes, it can be considered because we have also considered this point, right? Even something below 50 points. Okay, 50% means the particular IB, if it is even extending 50%, then that is also considered as normal day. So this is again a normal day. So hope you understood. So the characteristics which you need to remember for the normal days, the IB will be larger, and the day activity will most of the day activity will be covered within the range of IB, and there is no extension. And yes, in some cases we see extension up to 50%, but in that case also that is considered as normal day. Okay, hope you understood. So what are the types? Even if you are dividing it further, then the P structure, B structure is going to add on this. As I said, you just need to apply the same characteristics of our normal day. Okay, so hope you understood. Now let's move to the other structure. So now the next structure is normal variation of normal day. So again, what is this? So it's very simple. You just focus on the characteristics again. Medium IB. In the normal day we have large IB. Here we have medium IB. On this day we will see a range extension outside the initial balance, and you try to differentiate from the normal day. Normal day we will not have extension. Rarely we have 10 to 20% we see in our day-to-day life, but yes, still up to 50% we can consider it as normal day. But here in the normal variation day we will see 1x. Let's say your IB is 200 points. In normal variation day you get almost near to 200 points range extension outside the IB. Okay, often this market continues its probe on the same side as the break of initial balance, and there is often a 1x range extension, which I have discussed right now. So now let's see this on the quant hour. So if you just see which we have already discussed, let me show you the characteristics. This is one of the picture perfect example. Okay, so now as we said, the first condition which we have discussed in the characteristics, there should be a medium IB. So yes guys, I already calculated this particular profile's IB, and for the keeping time in mind, so yes, you can also do that. But if you see, if you just calculate this profile's ATR, then you will come up with the values of this. And if the IB is medium here, so for normal variation days the IB should be medium, just as here. And on this particular day we will see the range extension. If you see AB is the IB, right? Thereafter we got range extension in C period. Often market continues in the same directions. If we see the breakout, medium IB, if we are seeing a breakout, and then oftentimes we see the continuation up to 1x. 1x in the sense whatever the ib value is here somewhere near to 249, and from 249 points we need to get the extension, and if you see the bottom it's almost near to 299 points we got the extension. But yes, even if you are getting somewhere near to 90% as well, people say 100%, but yes, you need to consider plus or minus 10% as also, like we keep buffer, right? So in that manner you can just understand, even it is extending 90%, then still it can be considered. So yes, let me also cover some other examples. So yes guys, if you consider even this day, we got medium IB and we almost got 1x extension, right? So you can also calculate this, and hope you understood the extensions. So let's see some other examples. If you see, even this is also a example, even this is also a example, and this is also a example. You can see 1x extension we got just after the breakout, we are seeing in this direction only, even with the same case of this. Okay, even if you see 1 2 3 6, okay, 3 6, it is almost near to 100% extension of IB, that is 1x. Okay, these both are also normal variation days, and yes, you can see n number of normal variation days, because the percentage of normal variation day in entire this 5 or 8 whatever you consider day types, I personally consider 5 day types. In 5 day types, this is the one particular structure forms majority of times. So that's the reason you need to master this. Okay, so the first thing, when you see the medium IB like this, the first thing will come to your brain that once the IB will break, then most probably we will see a continuation. Okay, so you need not to go blindly on this. Once we also complete opening times, thereafter also we cover balance and imbalance openings. So once we cover value areas and all these things, you will be forecasting day at 10:15 itself. So I gonna to make all these videos, just I need your support guys, because if you just watch this particular videos, we almost have very 200 views, and even if I talk about comments and likes, there is no much support from you guys. I want you guys to support me to make more videos, so I hope you will do that. Okay, so this normal variation day is quite common. Okay, if you see, even this is a normal variation day. If you just consider this is a medium IB, okay, this is a medium IB, and almost near to 299 points, and extension if you see almost near to 335 points. Okay, so even this is also a normal variation day. If you see, we got the extension of 295 points, and the IB is almost near to 300 points. As I said, 90% extension is minimum required in order to consider that as a, okay. So even is this profile is a normal variation day. If you see 3 and 6 TPOs and 3 and 6 TPOs, right? Obviously. So yes, little efforts in practice, and you will just identify it very easily. So no need to worry. It's very simple. You just need to focus on the characteristics, and yes, only the key where you can identify it easily is you practice more. Keep. So yes guys, till now we have discussed about normal day and normal variation day. Now let's see about neutral day. Yes, even we have neutral day, we have two types in the neutral days, we're going to discuss further. The characteristics of neutral day is medium IB, just as simple as the normal variation day. In this day we find the initial balance is slightly smaller than the normal day or normal variation day. Yes, somewhere you can consider between small IB to medium IB. Once we calculate using the ATR value, you can just add 10 points here and 10 points there. If you don't want to get confused, then you simply consider medium IB. Whatever in the range of medium IB, that can be considered as neutral day. Okay, so in this day we find the initial balance is slightly smaller. You initial while you are practicing, just slightly avoid this point, but as you practice you will come to know this. Price makes a move away from the initial balance early in the session but not successful in creating a good range extension. Okay, so the main key difference between the normal variation day and neutral day is very simple. Normal variation day is also having medium IB, but once the breakout or breakdown of IB happens, then we will see the extension towards 1x, that is almost near to 100% of range extension towards that direction. But coming to neutral day is nothing but it will get rejected. Okay, let's say if that is happening a breakdown, then long term money OTF buyers will come and just push back to the IB range again. So once you see that, there will be number of times it will break the IB low or IB high. In that case you need to understand this is going to be a neutral day. But no need to worry, we're going to see the examples here. Let's jump to our quant tower. So the first thing we need to see the medium IB. Okay, so let's see medium IB first. So this can be one of your examples. So you just calculate the IB, and again I am not going to repeat the same procedure. But if you see, this is the IB, this is the medium IB, and if you see, almost the IB is near to 295 points, and we got breakdown in F period. Okay, we got breakdown in F period, but nowhere it is continued the extinction. Okay, as the we got breakdown in the F period, again the long term buyers came here and they pushed back the price to the IB. Okay, the same thing happened again, breakout we got in the K and L period, and the M period again pushed back to the IB, right? So this is one example. So let's see more examples. So even this is some sort of that day. So again here is the example. So yes guys, here is one more example, and yes, if you just click just open here, you might say, bro, this is a small IB. No, you can just calculate that. This is a medium IB when you see the ATR of this, and recent activity, this is the medium IB. And if you see, we got a breakout in C period and D period, but eventually long term sellers, okay, long term sellers or smart money pushed back to the IB range, and again we got breakdown to the IB, and again price pushed back to the IB range. So sometimes we may also see that we get breakout on one side, and we got fail, or usually in traditional language we call it as trap, right? And once that happens, then we come back to the IB low and we get breakout, and sometimes we continue to some extent. Okay, even that is a neutral day. Okay, some extent we're going to also talk about that, no need to worry, because further examples we're going to also see that particular type as well. So let's continue. So here is one more example. Okay, but this IB is very small. Okay, so this is not a neutral day, this is a non-trend day. Okay, we're going to also discuss about non-trend day. So just now I discussed about example, right? We will get breakout on one side, and sometimes it will also continue on the opposite side. So this is the perfect example for that. If you see in the D period, it's tried to break out the IB, and eventually they came back due to the smart money pushing back to the IB range, and thereafter we got breakout in J period and we got a continuation to this. Okay, so now even this is a medium IB. Yes, wherever I am showing, you can just go back and calculate that. And we have one more example here. If you see, this is also a medium IB. We got a breakout on the top, and thereafter again break down in the J period, and in the K period again they pushed back the price into IB, and again we got a fall from there. So hopefully you understand the neutral day. So we're going to now discuss about two types of neutral days. Let me go through that. So let's discuss about first variant, that is neutral center. And if you understand the neutral day, then it is very easy you to understand the neutral center. And the one more variation is, that is neutral extreme. So it's very simple. The center and extreme is identified by the closing. Okay, on this type of days, the second attempt at the range extension is also not successful like the first one, and the market comes back into the IB and close near the day center or midpoint. Okay, on such days we consider both the buyers and sellers are equal in the strength, and the close in the middle as a fair close. Okay, so let's also see the other variant. Thereafter we try to identify both variants in quant hour. Okay, so now let's see neutral extreme. So hope you understood about the center. Center is nothing but let's say IB high is given breakout and then pushing back to low, and low is also given breakdown and again pushing back to IB, and somewhere it will close near to middle of the IB. Okay, that is midpoint or POC. Okay, midpoints or POC, if the closing is near, then that is considered as neutral center. Okay, and in this neutral center, the most important point is that denotes the buyer and sellers are balanced. That means they have equal strength. So the closing is at fair price. So that indicates buyers and sellers are equally strength. Okay, so now coming to what is extreme, on this day the second attempt of the range extinction is successful. Just before this slide I have shown you the example, right? We have got breakout, thereafter we got a breakdown, but breakdown is continued. That sort of days is called extreme. Okay, so this type of neutral extreme usually close at day highs or days lows. Okay, in this day type, either the buyer or seller is considered to be more stronger than the other, and gives us a good context to watch for the continuation. This is very important. Lot of people just ignore neutral days just because of we don't have big momentum, but yes, you need to avoid. But neutral extreme is going to help you for the further days context also. So let's see how. Okay, let's jump to quant hour. So let me consider this example. If I just show you, if you see the breakout in the E and F period is happened. Okay, but thereafter the closing is somewhere near to bottom below the IB. Okay, so by seeing this profile you can easily say that this is a neutral day profile, because we have medium IB and we got a breakout and failed, and obviously breakdown and failed, and again closing near to the day low. So in this particular context, what you can consider, this is a neutral extreme day, and next day also we can expect a underperforming. So this is happened, you can clearly see, right? So let me see the other example. Hope you understood clearly. This is a picture perfect example. Even at this case is also a very good example for the neutral extremes. So let's also find a neutral center, that is also important. So yes, this can be a neutral center. Okay, before this you can consider this, this is also a neutral extreme, and thereafter you can see continuous 2 days are underperforming. Usually this is one approach we also take for BTST, but I don't recommend at this stage. I will make a separate video for that. Okay, so what is like neutral center? This is the picture perfect example for that. If you see, we got a breakdown and thereafter again pushing back price to here, and it is somewhere closing near to M period. Okay, so let's also see this particular day. This is also an example, and almost near to, we are closing near to day high, and next day we can see the price is above this value area. So this is how you can understand extreme. So yes guys, this is one of the best example for neutral center. If you see, in this is first thing you need to consider, IB, right? This is a medium IB, and thereafter we got a breakdown in E period and just coming back to the again balance, and if you see the closing near to the midpoint. So this is the one of the example for neutral center. So hope you understood. I have covered enough examples. You can just join our Telegram channel, link is in the description. Because I provide all the live market commentary here, and I also provide important updates about channel also. So this Telegram channel is very immediate medium to you and me, so I highly recommend you to join our Telegram channel. So now let's continue to the next day types, and yes guys, now coming to trend day. So this is one of my favorite days, and yes, further coming days this is going to also one of your favorite days. Okay, and already many of you, I expect I need a trendy market, or I want to catch the trendy market. So yes, we're going to see about trendy day. Okay, so again in trend day we have two variations, one is standard and the second one is double distribution. So let's discuss about the standard first. The first thing is small IB. So again guys, you simply understand IB. Hope till now you understood enough content about IB, but very simple. If the large IB, then that indicates the smart money already came in the first 1 hour. So obviously we don't have much more. Oftentimes, see, sometimes we also, after a big IP also, we see market moving on that direction because of more negative or more positive news. Even that is possible in some cases, but majority of times, if the large IB is formed, that indicates the majority of the move is completed in the first 1 hour itself. So that in that case, we only few times we see some extension, or we see profile forming within the IB. But whatever medium IB, yes, they have shown some intent, but there is more move left after IB also. Okay, but coming to trend day, small IB in the sense the smart money yet to come. So we can just capture, if that small IB days, if you are good enough to catch, then sometimes you make good profit out of it. Just you need to identify that. I will also show you that. So this is the major difference of IB. I hope you understood till now, but still if you have any comments, let me know in the comment section. Now coming to trend day characteristics. It is a small IB. First, initially it is discussed. The range of trend day is wide and the profile is absent. The rotation is thin. Okay, the range of the trend day is wide. Okay, wide in the sense we will have long profile. Okay, and coming to the other point is the profile is absent in the sense, I will show you, no need to worry. It's not like absence what you are thinking, it's just like the profile will be very thin. Okay, and one time framing, that is OTF, will control the whole day. It's just like a small IB giving the breakout, and if the OTFs are started buying in that particular day, the entire day that guys will keep on buying that. We will see very less pullbacks. Recent days we have seen lot of trend days. I gonna to also show you the example. Now coming to there is 2x range extension. If you see a normal day, we used to have no extension, or some, for some extent we will have in few cases up to 50% extend. Above 50% we will not consider it as normal day, that's the another scenario, but up to 50% we have extension in the normal day. Now coming to normal variation day, we have 1x range extension, that is 100%. Now coming to neutral day also we don't see any range extensions, and here and there in some cases we see the range extensions, but mostly not 1x or 2x, that sort of thing. But coming to trend days, we see almost 2x range extension, that is 200% of IB, right? So let me show you that on the quant tower. Yes guys, we have opened the quant tower. So the first points which we have discussed, let me again show you that small IB, if you calculate this is a small IB 286 point, okay, you can just calculate with the previous day. And thereafter we have also discussed some few points in our characteristics, that is the range of a trend day is wide and the profile is absent. Again guys, there is one my personal observation, if you see in the especially trendy days profile, we don't see more than 4 TPOs, okay. At most we can have is almost near to 4 TPOs like this, okay. Because we used to see this sort of higher high and higher low formation in the 30 minutes time frame. That is in A period, you see A period, B period low is above the A period, and if you see in the similar case, just H period and I period low is equal, but thereafter J and K is equal, but thereafter you can see continuously one time framing happened, and this is a one of the best examples of one time framing trendy day standard, okay. So and one more thing you need to remember is this trendy day formation is we see very less percentage, okay. And if you see, obviously we will have let me just measure 340 points, and if you see the extension near to 725 points, okay. So is this a small IB? Yes, but little bit on higher side. Just you need to let me know, calculate this and let me know. It seems to be little higher side, but it's okay, I'm considering as of now. But yes, this is the profile, because you see we don't have 5 TPOs in a line in the trendy day. This is the other trendy day I gonna to discuss. This is double distribution day, that is also a trendy day, but different variant, okay. Now you might ask me, boss, we got very good move downside, is this a trendy day? No, okay, this is not a trendy day. The first thing, the IB is almost near to medium, and even if you see the profile is thicker, okay. Usually that is not a standard trend day, even this is a different scenario altogether. This is a normal day, okay. And even this is also considered as double distribution. We're going to also discuss about double distribution, no need to worry. Let's try to find out. Let's keep moving. Standard trendy days we see very less. See, this is again a picture perfect example, because we get very less examples on trendy day. So make sure this is a small IB, you can see this, but once the IB is given breakdown, this is one retest you can say, but thereafter you can see continuous one time framing control, right? This is the trend day, and you can see this is a thin profile, right? So this is one of the best examples. You can just note it down. Yes, there are a lot of other examples we will find, but the formation of this day is very low, like the probability of the day formation trendy standard is very low. So that's the reason we need to just, so here we go. This is also one of the best examples. You can see A and B period, very small range, we got breakdown in C period, and thereafter you can see continuous one time framing and almost near to 1100 points. Even if you consider from the D period, it's almost near to 1045 points. So I need to also share you one more point. Market profile books, if you talk about Dalton sir, he mentioned in some point in this particular day types, when he is elaborating about trend day, he said that many of the traders lost their money on that particular trend day by sitting on the wrong side. Yes, if you sit on the wrong side on these particular days, then there is nothing can help you out, because you can see there is extraordinary move towards one direction, and nowhere you are, if you are sitting wrong side, then you will end up blowing your capital or that particular uh, amount which you deployed in that particular trade. Okay, it's very important you should stay. If you see this is a double distribution. We are getting lot of examples of double distribution, but we are not getting but yes, fair enough examples I have shown you. Yes, let's try more. See guys, what is this day type? You please comment me 24/1/2022, what is the day type? Let's see how many of you understood this particular day type. I want you guys to comment below. 24/1/2022. So yes guys, I thought I have shown you enough examples. Now let's see the other type. Yes guys, till now we have discussed about normal day, normal variation day, and neutral day, and trend standard. Now let's discuss about trend day double distribution. So here double distribution is similar to the trend day, but only the variation is, see in the trend day standard, you see very thin profile, and OTF players will continuously buy or sell, or they move in that direction very aggressively. Okay, but coming to trend day double distribution, you will see some sort of rotations. Okay, you see some rotations again giving breakdown, and again seeing rotations and again breakdown, or in when the smart money is longs, you will see breakout, again some small rotations, followed by breakout, again some small rotations. This is the main key difference between the trend day standard and trend day double distribution. So let's see the characteristics which we have given here. Small IB, we see imbalance profiles with a small rotation. Both the price rotation region should be separated by single print. That's what I said. Both the rotations, right? That will be separated by the single print. I will show you in the charts. No need to worry. Risk reward will be high in this sort of days. Yes, in the double distribution and the trend day. These are two variations of trend day, right? In trend day, we have good risk reward. Okay, there is 2x range extension. In the trendy day, we see small IB, and we see almost near to 200x range extension, similar with the trendy day and double distribution. So now let's see this double distribution on the TPO charts. So if you see, this is a trendy profile. Okay, you can see trendy profile, but how the double distribution will be, see, even in some case you can also call this as double distribution if you see some rotations, bigger rotations. Okay, so let's also see for the examples. If you see this is also, I personally consider this as trendy, because there is very less TPOs, but yes, if you keep rules or characteristics, then this can also consider as double distribution. But I will show you some profiles which I consider as double distribution. Yes, this is double distribution. If you see, we have a small IB, and we got a breakout to the IB in breakdown to the IB in C period, and D period we have very good candle, and followed by a small rotation towards back. If you see, this is the rotation. So this rotation is again separated by a single print, you can see here. Okay, or you can consider this as also a single print which is separated. So this is called double distribution. Hope you understood. In the trendy, I personally look for very thin profiles. I sometimes in trendy, if you talk, there will be no or very less pullbacks, but in double distributions we have decent pullbacks. If you see, even from this stage, almost near to 330 or 320 points pullback from this D period low. So even after this sort of pullbacks, we will get trendy moves, but that is separated with the single print. Okay, so that is important. This is one of the best examples which you can see. So we will try to cover more examples. Okay, this is a small IB and this is a double distribution. And let's see some more examples, one or two more. You can see this, guys, this is also one of the double distribution. Yes, if you see majority of the balance or majority of time plotted here, but still this can be, according to characteristics, this can be a double distribution day. Okay, and let's see one more example. Yes, this is also one more example. C period we got separated by the single print, so this is first distribution and this is second distribution, so this is also a double distribution. So hope you understood this. So now let's continue to the another day type. So the next day type is non-trend day. See, again, if you see the first point, small IB, again you get confused. Boss, you said medium IB. For medium IB also we have normal variation day and neutral day. We are confused. And again you are saying for trend day you have small IB, and for non-trend also small IB. Again confused. No need to confuse. Okay, just non-trend day, the percentage of occurring is very very less. Okay, and the range is very small. You call it as consolidation, right? Like non-trend day usually forms before a big events or long week off. Okay, for example, let's say there is a Fed outcome, and smart money are confused, or like they have no clarity on that particular outcome, what it's going to be. On that particular situation, they don't want to take much risk, so that the reason they don't take any actions just 1 day or 2 days before that. So in result, it will trade in a very small narrow range. Okay, so just non-trend days usually we see before these days. So the occurrence of this non-trend day is very less, but still let's see on TPO charts. If you see, this is a non-trend day. Okay, but you might say me, almost we have good range extension. Yes, here we got, but majority of cases, or often times we don't, majority of cases, or majority of cases we don't get range extension, and it will close in between the IB, or it will trade in between the IB. This is also one of the example, very shorter range, very small range. Okay, even this is one of the example. Okay, very small range. Okay, at the ending closing period we got little fall, but or else if you see, majority of day is traded in between that range. This is a picture perfect example, you see. Okay, so it's very simple, guys. There is one thing you need to understand. Normal variation day, if I talk about normal variation day, it's like once the high or low of that particular IB is broken, then usually we see movement towards that particular direction, extension, range extension towards that direction up to 1x. Okay, but when you come to the same neutral day, as it gives breakdown, immediately the opposite counterparty will come and push them to back to the IB range. That is a neutral day. Now coming to non-trend day. Trend day, as you all know, small IB, and once the OTFs give breakout, they will not see back. They will continuously keep moving towards highs, or in that particular direction they will keep on moving. But coming to non-trend day, non-trend day is like you get small IB and they try to give breakout and again they will be pushed, similar to the neutral day. Okay, neutral day central, if I precisely say that, neutral day center is also equal to non-trend day, but the major difference between both of them is IB. For non-trend day the IB is small, and for neutral center the IB is medium. Okay, so this is small IB, this is neutral, this is medium IB, this is neutral center. Okay, I hope you understood. Even this is also neutral center. So this is the very important key difference you need to understand. So now let's see initial balance. I have drawn this chart because see, you need to understand the difference easily. Okay, so if I talk about initial balance, we usually have small, medium and large, as we already discussed. But coming to large IB, if the large IB is there, then obviously you can expect a normal day. Okay, so again I have already explained, but what is meant by this large IB? Let's say every day we usually have some range. Okay, some range, usually this is the range we have, because we cannot go in one direction for unlimited times, because in the first video we discussed, right, we have OTF buyers, other time frame buyers and other time frame sellers. So if market is moving much higher, other time frame sellers will come and they will enter, is getting more discount, other time frame buyers will come. Okay, hope you understood. So this sort of scenario happens. So that's the reason normal day, if the IB is large, when that indicates majority of the activity which needs to be happen on that day is happened in the first hour itself. So very less chances. Yes, you cannot say like this, if the IB is big, then there is 100% of chances it will stay in that particular. No, majority of time it will stay in that particular IB, and sometimes as we said, plus or almost near to 20% extinction, and up to at most 50% extinction is possible. And sometimes when we have very bad news from the very bad fundamentals from the global market, let's like geopolitical issues, we have large IB and it will also extend. That are the cases also there, but we always talk about majority, so that's the reason I am saying if that move is happened in that particular hour, then obviously we will sit for mean reversal strategies. Now coming to, if that IB is medium size, then we can expect remaining to be happened on that day. So that comes our normal variation day into picture. Now coming to when the IB is medium, two things will come to your brain. One is normal day and the neutral day. So normal day, once the IB is broken, you will see the continuation up to 1x as we discussed. For neutral day, it will again push back, and sometimes they will also get rejection from the other end, also they will close. This is neutral center. And sometimes they will get rejection and they will close somewhere near to the day high, that is neutral extreme, we already discussed. Now coming to when we have small IB, we have only two types. Okay, one is trendy and the other one is non-trend. But non-trend, as I said, the percentage of occurrence is very low when we have big events or the conditions which I explained. Only that day we will see a non-trend day, or else we will see the trend day. Okay, but if you see the majority of our trading days, we see the medium IB majority of days. That I gonna to also show you the data in next few minutes, but this I hope you understood very clearly, because I am repeating you 2 or 3 times, because this is the base. From here on you will add all the concepts so that you will increase your market profile understanding. So I hope you understood. So now let's move to And if you see in this is the broad category which we have seen, right? I said five variation, that is trendy, non-trend, normal variation, neutral, and normal day. But earlier I have said you that there are also people say you 8 types, 7 types, 9 types. Then how they say this? Very simple. Normal day is again they have divided into P profile, B profile, then altogether they become three types. And normal day and neutral day again they gives two varieties as different profiles, then that comes six: normal variation, neutral center, neutral extreme. And in small they will keep trendy standard, trendy double distribution, and non-trend. If you see in this type, it is 9 variations. But yes, basically I say these 5 are the variations of day types. But yes, you can also say this, even that is not wrong. But this is like divided into parts, but broadly I see then that this is the 5 types. So you no need to worry if you see some other video, or if you are seeing some other article, you are reading some other books and saying, boss, you said only 5 but there are not more than 5. Then you need to just check out all these variations, because we covered everything here. Okay, so now coming to IB, why I personally say you should avoid non-trend day, because IB is small, as you all know, but direction is neutral and choppy, and coming to magnitude is also very less. I said here only very, but you add one more or two varies, that less. So that's the reason it is not a day for, especially the option buyers. That is not day. If you are option buyer, just close your terminal and just utilize that time in somewhere else. But if you are a directional trader, you are seeing, if you want to keep trend as a key, and if you want to sort, then trendy day is a good day, thereafter normal variation, thereafter neutral day. Even in neutral day, if you divide again, then first priority will be trend day, second will be normal day, third will be neutral extreme, and fourth will be neutral center, and fifth will be normal, and sixth I will not even consider this. But still, if you want to keep, then you can keep it is in the sixth place. So this is one thing I need to explain you. Yes, it would have been better if I add neutral center or neutral extreme, but it's okay. Neutral extreme is more towards directional and magnitude. Neutral center is again sort of less compared to neutral extreme. Now coming to probability, before showing this data, this is first thing I need to say, two or three important points. First point is, this is not my own data, I have taken out from some website. And the second thing, we are currently working on this last 2 years, because we don't want to see last 5 years or 10 years data, because market dynamics, if you just see the normal days percentage, earlier it used to be 3, but the number is obviously increased now. But still, just I want to show you the older data. Newer data, we are still on to it, we are working on it. But once we complete that, we will post in our Telegram channel with the keyword of market profile day types data back tested. This is the keyword we will use. You just go and search with this keyword and you will get that Excel file. Now coming to, let's see the previous data. So trend days 19%. Okay, normal days very less frequent, as I said, 3%. But nowadays it is more because of geopolitical tensions or some rapid changes in the market. Yes, with the fresh data you will come to know. But yes, in this data, if you see normal days, repeatability is 3 and 6, very less. But normal variation day in the older data and even the present data, it is very key. Like majority of days will be normal variations or neutral days. That's the reason medium IB you want to master that, and you need to identify. And next important is trend days. See, even if you are mastering every day and you are setting wrong direction on the trend day, that is enough to wash out all the other days gains in this particular day. So that's the reason every day is important. Because if I say like this, if you identify normal days earlier, then you can simply deploy mean reversal. Okay, similar with the non-trend days, or you can avoid on non-trend days. And if you are an option buyer, you can avoid normal days. Okay, And if you come to know normal variation day, then you can plan your trades accordingly, and you will expect for at least 1x of range extension, and you will look to trade on that particular bias or that particular breakout side. Now coming to trend days, as you all know, trend days no one want to miss, and especially option buyers don't want to miss. So trend days you need to learn, because that day you're gonna to get, if you are sitting in a right direction, then you are going to earn more compared to all other days. So it is very important to identify the trend days as well. Now coming to neutral days are also important, because if you identify earlier, you can again deploy mean reversal, or at least you will try to trade the ranges, or you will try to scalp. All these sort of things you will plan earlier. So every day has its own significance, and every day has its own characteristics. So you need to identify each and every day, and you need to plan trades accordingly. So this is the data. As I said, I'm going to upload the data in the next coming days. But if you see, major the one important question you get when you see all this, boss, especially if you talk about trend days, after D or E period we will come to know about the trend, then obviously we will miss majority of the move. Yes, you are right. But yes, by day structures only this can you learn. But coming videos like opening types and value areas and imbalance and balance opening, and all these things, when we are going to cover all together, then you can identify the move much earlier. So the next video will be on opening types. But yes, in this video we have kept lot of efforts, and at any part of the video, if you like our efforts and if you wish to support us, then show that, just click on the thumbs up on this video, and make sure you comment in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, and try to share with your friends, one who are into the same field, because all this activity helps us to rank the video, beat the YouTube algorithm, so the video will reach a few more members. So that help only I can expect from you. So I hope you will support me for this sort of long videos. So see you in the next video. Until then, this is Krishna signing off. Jai Hind.